and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Deepika Lingdor, bringing to you the news and events from Meghalaya. Let us first have a look at the headlines for today. Swarnim Vijay Varsh received by the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya at Shillong. NCC, an elective subject in the UG curriculum of NEHU. And Rs 1,000 remuneration for ASHAs during COVID-19 and Rs 2,000 even after COVID-19 pandemic. And now the news in detail. As part of Swarnim Vijay Varsh celebrations to commemorate 50 years of India's magnificent victory over Pakistan in 1971, the Swarnim Vijay Varsh was received by Shri Conrad Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya at Polo Ground, Shillong on 29th July 2021. The Swarnim Vijay Varsh, which commenced its journey from National War Memorial, New Delhi on 16 December 2020, entered Meghalaya on 27th July 2021 and was handed over to the Honorable Chief Minister at Polo Ground, Shillong. To honour the valour and sacrifice of Indian armed forces in 1971 Indo-Pak War and to rejoice in the liberation of Bangladesh, an impressive event was organised at Polo Ground. The event was attended by prominent civil dignitaries of Meghalaya, senior military and police officials and ex-servicemen of Meghalaya. Honorable Chief Minister Shri Conrad K. Sangma, while addressing the gathering, said, "We salute the martyrs who made supreme sacrifice for the country, and we must continue to respect the armed forces for their devotion and dedication towards the nation." He also emphasized that youths must take inspiration from this and choose the right path to serve the nation. The event echoed a sense of pride amongst the people who attended the ceremony.
By the sovereign state of India on East Pakistan. The flame is being taken to all the army commands by brave soldiers of the Indian Army, Air Force and Navy. The journey will culminate on 15th December 2021 when the victory flame reaches its destination at National War Memorial, New Delhi. Today, we are here to commemorate not only the victory of Indian armed forces during Liberation War of 1971, but also the valor, courage, gallantry, and selfless service made by our soldiers in the war. It is their supreme sacrifice that brought us the glorious victory in the war. Lest we forget their immolation, and so here we stand. It's my esteemed privilege to be on the dais and also be a part of this historic. We forget their immolation, and so here we stand. It's my esteemed privilege to be on the dais and also be a part of this historical moment, which will be inscribed in the hearts of ours and time immortal. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind.
Mr. Rennington has informed that the Chief Minister has reassessed the plight of the ASHAs and their contribution in combating the pandemic and has given his assurance that the honorarium given to them will be enhanced by 2,000 rupees, taking it to 3,000. Further, he has also assured that the 2,000 amount will continue even after the pandemic has come to an end.
Bat ngasngo ba kalalong ke jikerku kham tam ye kawai ke jing penbena ko Chief Minister penbena ban ong bakum banang yarap susu iki ASHA hakane ke meeting hakaje khun yo COVID-19 na lor ba kilayo 6,000 sibnai ka badai tang na kamta ke jing ya fight yo COVID kan ba COVID bangdon andre Chief Minister mendin hi la ai ke jing penbena ba on perkiu biang saar hajar tangka sibnai hakabaki ASHA ke yo biang saar hajar tangka sibnai kabut bakum kalong mentah nalor insentif ke bakiyo na ke central government lengba state government ha bakiyo ke insentif kan kum ke performance ke joki ha ke bakiyo ke insentif kindang yo susu ya kini ke extra ke belum fix 6,000 ka barang don covid nang ta 8,000 per day dalam dosu covid kinang yo kini 8,000 kabalong ka fix remuneration kabanag lingkas ter komerkan ai. Ti kita kedeki jing kabangalap nong ki khobor ha ke kimi menen ke jingwan su em hama kurwat at bahangahi ngalasim bakalong ka jingker kuba ekadong kathan bat nganyai budin bakini ki jingkren basu em kin urlong lembakan sarkar jumi berkutah.
Following the announcement of Prime Minister Narendra Modi last year to strengthen the National Cadet Corps in the borders and coastal areas, outgoing ADG of NCC Shillong Ananta Bhuya on Wednesday said 6,300 vacancies was allotted to the northeast, of which the maximum numbers are in Meghalaya, followed by Assam, and 206 educational institutions have been identified so far. Bhuya said that NCC gives the young people an exposure to develop their personal traits through various activities undertaken and would help if a person wants to pursue the career in defence.
Yeah, that's right. Last year our Honorable Prime Minister, he announced that the NCC must go to the every border areas and coastal areas. So accordingly, 1 lakh additional vacancies were allotted for enrolling our cadets into those from those areas. So accordingly, our northeastern region, we got about 6,300 additional vacancies, and out of these, basically we had gone for those border areas, that is China border, Myanmar border and Bangladesh border. We have allotted these vacancies to all the states. Maximum number of vacancies has gone to Meghalaya, followed by Assam. And we have identified total 206 schools / colleges in those border areas. Of course, that border doesn't mean that it has to be absolutely on the border. It could be up to 50 kilometers. But our effort had been to go as close as possible in the border areas. Say here I'll give you a side example. Here in Meghalaya, we had gone right up to Dauki, which Dauki is just about half a kilometer from the border. And initially, till recently, we did not have any cadets or any schools and colleges. So I feel after this is implemented, rather it is already implemented, and we'll have cadets coming from the border areas, and it will help in connecting with the mainstream. Thank you.
Stating that NCC being the third tier of defence, they can be called upon for support to the armed forces and civil administration. At the educational level, NCC will not be an extracurricular activity anymore, but will be an elective subject that a student can opt in institution with NCC curricula.
Well, good that you have asked me this question. I wanted that somebody should ask me. So far NCC training had been an extracurricular activity, which means a cadet, besides his 5-6 subjects, he had to do additional NCC training. Though there are benefits, but now with NCC becoming an elective subject, so he can choose out of those additional subjects, which means now on a credit based he can select NCC as one of the subjects. It is no more now extracurricular activities.
So anybody can take?
No, firstly he has to be a cadet, and that too if college or school, if there is NCC already existing, then only. Otherwise, if in a school or college there is no NCC, then he cannot take NCC as an elective subject.
What is the curriculum?
Well, as I mentioned, it includes all the training activities. That is, you have normal drill, PT, map reading, the conduct of the camps, and some written and theory part also. But basically, it's related to the armed forces.
The enrollment, however, is not up to the mark because of the COVID situation, but awareness is being carried out on a large scale to educate the importance of NCC, especially in the remote areas of the state.
Enrollment this year we found a little difficulty because of probably COVID. And I do agree that there is a requirement of some more amount of reaching out to the people to spread the news about the benefits of NCC. Presently, yes, especially in the remote areas, people or students, cadets, they really don't know what are the benefits. Why should a cadet take NCC? But now, with NCC becoming elective subjects, and if by spreading those awareness, whatever benefits they're going to get, I'm sure slowly and slowly it will become more and more popular.
So what are these kind of awareness programs?
Yeah, okay. Initially I would say about 10 years back when we had a militancy or insurgency in the northeast. So firstly, we were also not able to reach out to those people, to those remote areas. Now, since the situation has become better and we are able to reach out, and that's why, as I mentioned, as a part of our border area expansion, we have gone to all the schools and colleges right into the border areas, and we did not face any problem. And we found overwhelming response also coming from those schools and colleges.
So your message.
Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.